When Caleb Martin moved to Los Angeles, he was thrilled to find an affordable apartment just in time for Halloween. The building was old but decent, clean halls, quiet neighbors, and a friendly landlord. His only concern was the tenant across the hall, room 302. Caleb never saw who lived there. But every night, no matter the hour, there was a blue light flickering from beneath the door, like a television left on. Sometimes he heard whispers too, faint and rhythmic, almost like chanting. He told himself it was nothing. But one night, curiosity got the better of him. Around 2 a.m., he walked over and knocked. No answer. He leaned closer, the whispers stopped instantly. Halloween night came a week later. Caleb came home late from a party, half drunk and tired. As he passed room 302, he noticed the door slightly open. Inside, that same blue glow pulsed gently. He pushed the door open and froze. The room was completely empty, no furniture, no lights, no TV. Just hundreds of photographs taped to the walls. Every picture was of him. Sleeping, eating, walking down the hall. Each dated, each time stamped at different hours of the night. He stumbled back, heart pounding, and ran to his apartment. But before he could call the police, his phone buzzed. Unknown number, nice costume tonight. He dropped the phone. His apartment door slowly creaked open, revealing the same blue light spilling into the hall. When police arrived minutes later, room 302 was gone. The door, completely sealed with concrete, as if it had never existed. The building owner later told Caleb something that still haunts him. "There's no room 302, he said. It was sealed shut after a tenant died there, 20 years ago, on Halloween night." In a small Kansas town, Halloween was sacred. Every year, the streets filled with laughter, pumpkin lights, and candy wrappers fluttering like confetti. Everyone knew Mrs. Parker, the kind widow who always set out a bowl of candy with a handwritten note, "Take one." But last year, something changed. Mrs. Parker hadn't been seen in months. Her house sat quiet, blinds drawn, mail piling on the porch. Yet on Halloween night, there it was again, the same candy bowl, the same neat handwriting, except the note now read, "Take two." Tommy, a 16-year-old from across the street, was the first to notice. He thought it was a prank. Probably her grandkids, he said, laughing with his friends. He walked up the porch steps, grabbed a piece, and frowned. The candy felt warm. He peeled the wrapper, expecting chocolate. But what fell into his hand made him gasp, a small tooth, coated in something dark and sticky. The others laughed it off until they saw the rest of the bowl, a mix of candies, teeth, and something that looked like tiny bone fragments. Tommy ran home, but when his dad checked the porch, the bowl was gone. The next morning, police searched Mrs. Parker's house. Everything inside was untouched, except for the kitchen. On the table was a half-carved pumpkin, surrounded by candy wrappers and dried blood. A knife was stuck in its side. The forensics team found fingerprints, Mrs. Parker's. But she was never found. A year later, the house was bought by a young woman named Rachel. On her first Halloween night, she greeted neighbors warmly and set out candy for the kids. When Tommy walked past that night, he noticed something strange. On her porch sat a bowl of candy, with a note in old-fashioned handwriting. Take 2. And when he glanced toward the window, he saw an old woman's reflection smiling back. It was a cold, windy Halloween night in a quiet Ohio suburb. The streets shimmered under the pale orange glow of porch lights. Kids ran around in plastic masks and superhero capes, their laughter echoing through the crisp air. For 17-year-old Emma Reed, Halloween wasn't fun anymore. She had outgrown the candy runs and costume parties, but that wasn't why she hated the holiday. It was because of the man next door, the one who never came outside, never turned on his lights, and never seemed to sleep. The old Johnson house had been empty for years. Or at least, that's what everyone believed. But one night in early October, Emma noticed something odd, a faint, flickering light in the upstairs window. The first night, she ignored it. The second night, she saw a shadow move. And the third night, she saw him, a figure standing still behind the curtains, watching her window across the yard. Her parents brushed it off. Probably a squatter, her dad said. Don't go near that place. Halloween came fast that year. Emma stayed home to hand out candy while her parents went out for dinner. Around 8:30, most of the trick-or-treaters were gone. She switched off the porch light, curled up on the couch, and turned on a movie. Then came the knock. 3 slow knocks at the door. Knock, knock, knock. Emma froze. No one should have been there. She peeked through the peephole, nothing but darkness. Probably kids messing around, she muttered. But when she turned around, she saw something that made her skin crawl. Through the living room window, the man next door. Standing completely still. His face pale. His eyes hollow. Staring directly at her. Her heart pounded as she ran upstairs and locked her bedroom door. She dialed 911 with trembling hands. The operator stayed on the line until police arrived. When they checked outside, there were footprints, muddy, leading from the Johnson house to her back porch. The police went to investigate the next day. The door to the old Johnson house was unlocked, creaking open under the weight of decay. Inside, the air smelled of mold and dust. But upstairs, they found something stranger. A chair facing the window, and on it, a rotted Halloween mask placed neatly where a head should have been. The officer told Emma's father that the house had been empty since 2004, ever since old Mr. Johnson disappeared on Halloween night, leaving behind only a note. She keeps looking at my window. That night, Emma swore she saw the curtains move again.